Well, thank you all for joining this broadcast. My name is Kurt Germond. I am a member of the MMO Cashout marketing team. You're about to learn how you can make a lot of money in the video gaming world, which many people have been trying to do for a long time. Unfortunately, up until now, only a select few have been able to do so. However, with MMO Cashout, the opportunity to become wealthy in this industry is now a reality for everyone. Today, we are fortunate to have one of MMO Cashout's veterans, Elizabeth Evans, having been a villager since 2013. Elizabeth has been a video gaming addict for over 30 years of her life. She has agreed to share her insights into the world of video gaming and the earning opportunities with MMO Cashout. Welcome, Elizabeth, to this presentation.
Well, thank you for having me.
First, could you tell us a little bit about MMO Cashout and the video gaming industry in general?
Sure. So MMO stands for Massively Multiplayer Online. And Cashout, of course, stands for money.
Excellent.
You betcha, right? So MMO Cashout is leading a historic change. This movement is being enjoyed by people all over the world. Everything is changing in the video gaming world, and you can be a part of this multi-billion-dollar industry. The only thing you have to do is spread the word. Now, we've got everything in place. We've got perfect timing, a product with the largest global appeal, backed by an experienced and successful team. So unless you've been sleepwalking, shall we say, through life for the last 30 years, you know a little something about the video gaming industry. You know things like names like Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, WoW, right? World of Warcraft, Tank, Call of Duty, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, right? And that's just to name a few.
Now, there are thousands of video games that people play all the time.
Oh, absolutely. There's probably tens of thousands, honestly. Those are just some of the ones that are almost brand name household names.
Now, how did all this get started?
Oh, let's actually take a bit of a step back to the beginning of the video gaming industry. Right? The first known computer game was released back in 1950. As the variety of computer games grew, so did their acceptance. And the video gaming industry got a huge boost in the 1970s with improved graphics, hardware, capacity, and software. This led to the creation and release of the first video arcade game in 1972. I'm sure everybody's heard of it, Pong.
Pong, good old Pong.
You betcha. Now, from there, the path leads to living rooms, dens, game rooms, and the rest of the homes in America and around the world.
Now, after all this started with Pong, what happened next?
Well, the next progression occurs in the early 1980s with dial-up service with a variety of games used for proof of concept by hardware manufacturers, software programmers, etc. At the same time, handheld devices designed for game playing were introduced. Things like Game Boy.
Game Boy, right.
Right. PSP, right? PlayStation Personal. Right. All of those more portable style, right? Devices.
My son had one of those.
Excellent. So then the 1990s had a new round of action and interest for gamers. For the first time ever, you could interact with your friends online and play games together. Neverwinter Nights, released in 1991, was the most successful of those first MMO games released over the next 6 years.
Oh, wow. Now, it sounds like you played Neverwinter before.
Just a little bit. Well, I didn't actually play that particular MMO at the time. I've played a lot of the games set in the Neverwinter world, right? Baldur's Gate 2, Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm now playing Neverwinter Online, so now I am in the new MMO, and it is beautiful and so much fun, right?
Right. Now, how has MMO changed, also being able to play with your friends? How's that affected video gaming?
Well, now the one point these video games have in common is the growth they experienced with the development of the World Wide Web, right? A lot of the video games today are developed for groups, right? Massively Multiplayer Online, MMO,
Right.
where they get together, create guilds, clans, or similar groups to improve their skills, rankings, and extend their reach within the game.
Huh, okay. I'm sure there are a lot of statistics that have been developed. Can you share some of those with us?
Sure. I have a lot of them at my fingertips, but let's just touch on a few. We definitely don't want to slow things down too much. So, did you know that 29% of video gamers are over the age of 50?
That's hard to believe, but yeah, I guess I can believe it.
Right? You got to think, right? Games started, right? If you want to talk, right, 1980s, rather than even going back to 1950, right? So you figure 1980s, people that were late teens at that point, right, are starting to get a little up there in years. Definitely not getting old yet, right?
Yeah, 35 years ago.
Yeah, right. So the average video game player is 30 plus years of age and has been playing for over 12 years. Now, obviously, right, I'm older and have been playing longer, but, right, that's the average, right? And women over 18 are actually one of the market's fastest growing demographics. You can believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The U.S. ranks esports gamers as professional athletes.
That's amazing.
Right? 92% of all smartphone and tablet owners play video games once a week. 45% actually play daily.
Wow.
Right?
Hey.
Yep. Apple's App Store has about 200,000 paid game apps currently. Right?
That's not including the free ones.
That's not including the free ones. No, that is just the paid games. Right? The free ones are probably that again. Right? And the Android store has roughly the same thing. Right? So here's one. I know you'll love this one. 34% of gamers have reported that they've played games on their mobile device while sitting on the toilet. Does that tell you how dedicated gamers are? We like our game, right? Don't pause the game. Take it with you. Right? And colleges and universities around the globe have now started offering scholarships for video gaming.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, you got all these sports that have been going on for decades, and now they're offering video gamers scholarships. That's great.
You betcha, right? Today, the video gaming market is actually comprised of 2.5 billion gamers. Wow. This is a third of the planet's population, and it's growing. Right? We're talking about an enormous, expanding market.
That's unbelievable. Now, how does somebody with MMO Cashout start turning some money given this tremendous market we're facing?
Well, MMO helps people make money by teaching them to spread the word, and here's how that works, right? MMO Cashout has created a brand new video game marketing platform which rewards members for their connections, plain and simple. People can join only through invitation from an existing villager. Now that's you, right? Spreading word. You can get a huge head start by being one of the first to send out invitations to MMO Cashout.
What do you mean head start?
Well, you can get a huge head start by being one of the first to spread the word to every person you know and invite them to be a part of your kingdom. Now, this video game platform is spread by word of mouth only. The only way to get involved is by invitation.
Okay, so the corporate website for MMO Cashout doesn't have a join link.
Nope. You need to get in touch with the person that sent you to this call or sent you this presentation and ask them how you can get involved. They will have a link that you can use to get in and get yourself started.
Okay. Could you go ahead and share with our listeners how they can start earning some money with MMO Cashout?
Now, that's an awesome thing to cover for sure. So let me explain a few of the ways you'll have to earn a substantial income as a villager with MMO Cashout. You'll earn from building your kingdom. You'll earn from promoting your own online store loaded with video games. You'll have your personal MMO Cashout website, right? This is your personal invitation link to your kingdom.
Okay.
You'll have a site to buy and sell merchandise. And you'll make commissions from purchases of games. Right? Now, do remember that in order to get involved with this, you do need to get back with the person that invited you to this call and get the link from them.
Okay. Now, as a villager, can you tell us what are some of the things you get?
Sure. So as a peasant, your taxes are only $10 a month, and for that you receive access to your personal GamesBuyIt.com store. You'll get a percentage share of all the items sold in your store. You'll collect $2 in taxes from every one of your kindred who pay to maintain their village each month, and you'll earn 25 cents in taxes from every villager in your kingdom who's not your kindred.
Okay.
Now, as a squire, you're now a blue blood, and your taxes are only $50 a month. Now,
That's
you'll collect
reasonable.
it is very, very affordable, very reasonable, right? Now, you'll collect taxes from all the villages in your kingdom, up to $10 a month for every kindred, depending on their level. Now, kindred are the people that you've personally invited in, right? And up to $1 monthly for every villager in your kingdom who's not your direct kindred. Now, you'll receive all the benefits given to peasants, of course. And you'll get access to additional promotional tools and blogging access after our pre-launch period.
Pre-launch. Could you tell us a little bit what that is?
Sure. Pre-launch is actually pretty awesome. Right now, you can come in and join MMO Cashout, create your kingdom, at any of the 3 paid levels, at Peasant, Squire, or Royal, right off the bat. Once we leave pre-launch, you're going to be able to join as a peasant, but you're going to have to actually qualify to move up to the Squire and then the Royal positions. So getting involved while in pre-launch means that you can choose the level you start at, and you don't have to worry about those qualifications, right?
Oh, excellent. Now, you also mentioned there's a Royal level. What's that?
You betcha. So as a Royal, you are the kingdom's aristocrats. Now, for this esteemed privilege, your taxes are only $99 a month. Now, you will receive the best of everything as a prestigious villager. You'll collect up to $20 in monthly taxes for each kindred, depending on their level. You'll collect up to $3.50 in monthly taxes for all the extended villages in your kingdom. And, of course, you receive all the other benefits of the Squire and Peasant levels. Okay. Now, you can also start qualification for the Royal Soldier level. This is the first of our Premier levels. And there are potential of $10,000 in bonuses in regards to those levels. But check back with the person that sent you to this call or gave you the presentation. They'll have more information on that for you.
I got one question now. The Royal level, the Royal Soldier, and some of these other levels, do you have to pay additional taxes each month to take advantage of that?
Nope. You need to be a Royal, so your taxes are $99 a month. And then you need to qualify. And unfortunately, we can't waive these particular qualifications, right? $10,000 in bonuses means that, unfortunately, you do have to actually do what you need to do in order to qualify. But it's not that difficult, not that complicated. And the person that sent you the link to this call or invited you to the live call will have that information for you. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you an example of the money that you can make in your kingdom as a Royal. But I want you to understand that this is just an example, right? I can't guarantee people are going to make this money. I don't know the kind of effort and energy they're going to put into building their kingdom, all right? So now that we've got that out of the way, let's look at some of the earning examples. So you have 3,000 villages in your kingdom owned by peasants. You'll earn a tax of $1,350 a month. Now, say you also have 3,000 villages owned by squires. You'll earn a tax from them of $4,500 per month. And, just to top it off, say you've got 3,000 villages owned by royals as well. You'll earn a tax of $10,500 a month. Now, when you add that up, your earnings are $16,350 per month in this example.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Now, also, the thing is all these villages are not people that you personally bought in. Some are, obviously, but this is how this type of referral marketing program expands.
Exactly, right? You invite people into the kingdom. They invite people into the kingdom. They continue on, and so on and so on. I've got another example I'll be able to explain to you here in just a couple of minutes.
Okay. Now, is that the only way people earning money from taxes? Is that the only way you can earn income in MMO?
Absolutely not, right? Single income source would be kind of boring considering what we have access to nowadays, right? So we've got additional bonuses including cash, cars, and we're not talking dinky little cars. We're talking, the equivalent of a new BMW.
Wow.
Right? And no, it doesn't have to be a BMW. I checked because I don't particularly like them. I have other favorite cars, and I got told, we will give you the money to cover the car payment equivalent to what a new BMW costs. So I've got a pretty wide range, and I'm just waiting to kick things off, right? I can't wait to get my car, right? You'll get 2-week all-expense paid vacations. There's fast track bonuses, and that's just to name a few.
Okay.
Right? Now, it all starts with building this massive kingdom by spreading the word to everyone you know. The rewards you can reap will be enormous. Right? Remember that 2.5 billion gamers?
Sure.
Well, it starts with you. Not 5 years from now, not after 50 million people or 100 million have joined. That's right. You found out about it now. Right? How many times have you heard this? If I was only in the right place at the right time, I could have been rich.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Now, this is one of the ways you can avoid that.
Yes, this is that moment in time. This is exactly what you have in front of you. The MMO Cashout kingdoms will continue to expand as connections wrap around the world, and MMO Cashout is geared for monumental expansion. Now, first inviters, like those listening into this call, will have a head start.
Head start. Could you clarify that?
Sure. By introducing the MMO Cashout platform to the world, you have the opportunity to get rich by spreading the word. Or you may hear this in a few months. Actually, I can guarantee you'll hear this in a few months. Have you heard about MMO Cashout? I joined a couple of months ago, and I am making all kinds of money. Oops. Right? How bad would you feel? Right? Pretty low, right?
Right. So in other words, you're saying now is the time to get involved.
Now is the time, right? You can postpone it, you can delay, and that's fine, right? Next thing you'll know, you're going to be hearing from other people about how much money they're making, right? And how fast their kingdoms are growing and how much they're learning, and you're still stuck out in the cold, not making money, not getting to do what you love to do and, right, profit from it. So personally, I didn't hesitate. I jumped straight in because I'm not missing out on this opportunity. I might have missed out on cell phones and, right, Microsoft, Apple, all of those, right, that are now just massively huge. I am not missing out on this because I know how big it's going to be.
Okay, 2.5 billion people in a market. That's enormous.
And it's growing. That is not a static market.
Okay.
So how do I know? Well, right, we know what's going to happen when we start the public invitation phase and open up the free invites to those 2.5 billion gamers. It's going to go viral right away, right? Even the words used for MMO Cashout are easy to know and understand, right? When someone joins you, they get a village, and that village falls into your kingdom. Now you just spread the word and watch your kingdom grow. Remember I mentioned I had another example for you?
Right.
Okay. So if you spread the word to 250 people you know on social media and game guilds, and believe me, if any of, right, like any of the gamers out there listening in, this is such a minor portion, right? Like 250 people is pretty darn easy, right? Now say half of those people get the MMO Cashout vision and join your kingdom. Now in half of their connections, repeat the process, and half of their connections do it one more time. Do you know what that adds up to?
No, I bet you're going to tell me, though.
Oh, absolutely. That is nearly 2 million villages in your kingdom. And all you did was spread the word to 250 people, and only 125 of them got in at the time.
Huh. Wow, incredible.
Right? This will definitely happen for many individuals, and they will certainly gain from all of these connections.
That's amazing. Is there anything else that MMO Cashout is offering to people?
Oh, awesome question. So, along with what you just heard, which granted I know is more than enough, but there is definitely more to come, right? On the drawing board is mining cryptocurrencies, promoting tournaments, beta testing games, new game development. We're developing a marketplace so gamers can find all of their gaming gear, and that's just to name a few.
Wow.
Right? So you really should consider yourself privileged to hear about this first. You definitely want to be in place and ready to spread the word to all your gaming and marketing connections. Now is the time to take action. Right? Like I said earlier, we have everything in place. We've got perfect timing. We've got a product with the largest global appeal backed by an experienced and successful team. So don't wait for millions more to join ahead of you in MMO Cashout. Secure your position today by contacting the person that invited you to this call. Get in on the excitement. Get in on the money. Or the dungeon may be your next stop. And those in the dungeon are not making our money.
Not the dungeon, please.
No. Thank you. I'd rather be out in the sunshine and air and right, growing my kingdom exponentially. So thank you for having me on the call. Thank you to the MMO Cashout realm. And to everybody listening in, happy rampaging.
No, thanks, Elizabeth. Take care.